Lesson 5 Human Body Respiratory and Circulatory System. Lesson Overview. Respiratory System. Organs of respiratory system and their function. Circulatory system. Organs of circulatory system and their function. Working of the human heart. Stomach.
So there are different type of organs and the organ names, organ system, and what is the function of that. Okay,
Stomach.
first one is stomach. Yeah.
Digestive system. Digest of food.
Okay. Second one.
Second, skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Skeleton system.
Mm-hmm.
Protecting our internal organ.
Mm-hmm. Third one.
Muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Muscular system.
Mm-hmm.
Movement.
Mm-hmm.
Heart. Circulatory system. Circulation of blood. Lungs. Respiratory system. Breathing. Kidney. Urinary system. Excretion.
Okay. So today's chapter is only two parts: respiratory and circulatory system. First, we will study
Respiratory system. All animals need a continuous supply of oxygen to live. Oxygen is found in the air and helps to turn the blood into energy. During this process, they release carbon dioxide, as carbon dioxide is a waste product. It must be removed from the body. To do all these things, we need an organ system. The organ system is the respiratory system. The process by which cells use oxygen and break down food to obtain energy is called respiration. The system that helps to perform the process of respiration is called the respiratory system. The major organs of respiratory system include the nose, the pharynx, the voice box, the windpipe, the bronchi, the lungs, and the alveoli.
Okay. So major is we need oxygen, right? So all the process, whenever we get the energy from the food like turned into energy. So in this, what will we release? Release carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is a waste product. It should be removed from the body. So what is system? Respiratory system. Organ system, the respiratory system. Who remove this waste and which cell use oxygen, by which cell use oxygen, break down food to obtain energy is called respiration. What is respiration? Break down to food to get the energy. And the process of respiration is called respiratory system. So these have different sort of parts like
nose, pharynx, voice box, windpipe, bronchi, the lungs, and alveoli.
One by one we will study all, right? So nose.
The nose has external opening called nostrils. The nostrils have hairs to prevent the entry of dust and germs present in inhaled air. The cavity present inside the nose is called nasal cavity. It has a slimy substance called mucus to adjust the temperature of inhaled air.
Okay, the nostril is, so we breathe through the nostril and it prevent to enter the dust particles and all. So it remove the pollutions basically to enter in the body.
Pharynx. The nostrils open into a wide, hollow space called the pharynx. It is a common passage for air and food. It opens into the larynx.
Okay, it is open in the larynx. So basically, where our nose and mouth both once meet at the place, it's like wide hollow space is pharynx.
The larynx. The larynx is found in front of the neck. It consists of vocal cords which vibrate to produce the sound. Therefore, it is commonly called a voice box.
Yeah, it is a voice box. When we speak, we feel there is some box from where the voice is getting out.
When food is swallowed, a small flap called the epiglottis folds over the larynx and prevents the food from entering into the larynx.
Okay. So epiglottis work as a cap. So food will not enter in the windpipe.
Trachea. The trachea or the windpipe is located below the larynx and moves down the neck. The trachea extends further down into the chest region and divides into two branches, each entering into a lung.
Yeah. So trachea, what is? Trachea is a simply windpipe, and further windpipe is divided into two lungs, separate for each lung. So it is further divided the bronchi. What is bronchi?
The windpipe splits into two bronchi and enters each lung. Individually, the bronchi divide into several smaller branches called bronchioles. Bronchioles will end in small air sacs called the alveoli. Alveoli facilitate the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide into or away from the bloodstream.
Okay, once we breathe, the last function by the alveoli. So alveoli is what is the small some alveoli. So many alveoli last from the bronchi. So what is that? It's change the exchange the oxygen and carbon dioxide. Main function, it throughout the body the carbon dioxide and inhale the oxygen into the blood.
Lungs. Lungs are the primary organs of respiration in humans and other vertebrates. They are located on either side of the heart in the chest region. They are spongy and elastic. They have millions of basic units called air sacs or alveoli. The function of the lungs is to facilitate the exchange of gases between the blood and the air. The large muscular dome-shaped structure called a diaphragm is present below the lungs. It plays a major role in the respiratory movements.
Okay, so lung is primary organ for respiration. Who is vertebrates? Who have spinal cords are vertebrates. Invertebrate and vertebrates. So it is located either side of heart. Means it is like middle of the both side lungs. So lungs basic function same respiratory systems, and the lungs facilitate exchange of gases between blood and air. So who pushed out the exhale? Exhale is done by diaphragm because it pushes the during the exhale time. So lungs when breathe, it's expand, but diaphragm push it to again exhale time.
The process of respiration. Respiration occurs in two major steps: exchange of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide between atmosphere and the lungs. Release of energy by breaking down the food in the cells. Breathing. Breathing is the first step of respiration. It is the process of taking air into and exhaling it from the lungs. It involves two major processes, namely inhalation and exhalation.
Okay.
Inhalation. Inhalation is the phase of breathing in which air enters the lungs due to increased lung volume following contraction of diaphragm and intercostal muscles. Exhalation is the phase of breathing in which air leaves the lungs due to relaxation of diaphragm and intercostal muscles.
Yeah. So during inhale and exhale, so main role plays by the diaphragm. How? In phase breathing in which air enters the lungs, it occurs when its diaphragm and muscle get ribcage contract. When we inhale, it's contract. While we exhale, what it does? It occurs when the muscle ribcage relaxed. Okay. And breathing. What is breathing means? Simply taking the breath inside. So there is two things. One breathing and one is respiration. So what is difference in this breathing and the respiration?
How does respiration occur? When we inhale, breathe in, air enters our food through the nose. The air then passes through the windpipe, bronchioles and reaches the alveoli of the lungs. The oxygen from the alveoli enters the blood and carried to each and every cell of the body. This oxygen is utilized by the cells to produce the energy, and the same it utilized by cells from their growth and development. During this process, carbon dioxide is produced. The carbon dioxide is absorbed by the blood and brought to the alveoli of the lungs. From there, the carbon dioxide is inhaled, breathed out of through the windpipe and finally released out through our nose. This completes the gases exchange, which is essential to life.
So, what is there? This is the oxygen is utilized by the cells. When we breathe, the alveoli exchange the gases. It transfers the oxygen in the blood. In the next circulatory system, we will fully read this again, how it's happened, the exchange of gases, how it's blood is pumped through this pulmonaries, arteries, and all. We will discuss again for the next. And how breathing is different from respiration.
Breathing is a physical process in which the exchange of gases take place through inhalation and exhalation. Respiration is a chemical process in which food is break down to liberate energy using oxygen.
Yeah, so major difference is breathing means it's physical and exchange of gases through inhale and exhale. But respiration, which food is broken down to get the energy using oxygen, that is respiration. So now we will study
circulatory system. In our body, different things are made at different places, but need to be transported to all the body parts at the same time. Waste produced in different parts have to be expelled out of the body. To do so, we need a system that can transport the materials from one part to another in our body. That is the transport system. The system that helps in the transportation of material in our body is called transport system or circulatory system.
Okay, it is transport, means transfer something from one place to another place. So what they are transferring with what is the waste product, it's getting expelled out from the body, and what is the useful, that is taken care inside. So circulatory system is body, three major parts. What are the three major parts? Heart, the blood, and the blood vessels. One by one we will read each.
The heart. The heart is the main organ of the circulatory system. It pumps blood to the entire body through blood vessels. Our heart is a piercing muscular organ located in the chest region. Between the lungs, slightly to the left, its size is about 1 ounce. The human heart is divided into right and left halves. Each half is divided into two chambers. The upper two chambers of the heart are called atrium, singular artery, or auricles. The right auricle, the left. The lower chambers of the heart are called ventricle. The left ventricle and the right ventricle.
So this is like a heart. Heart is the left side of the little bit from the middle, and it is 4 parts. If we divide first half upper and down, then upper one is, what is upper one? Auricles or arteria, and the downward is ventricle, left ventricle, right ventricle. We will study further.
The chambers of the heart will contract and relax rhythmically and produce the sounds lup and tup. This arithmetic contraction and dilatation of the heart is called heartbeat. Our heart beats approximately 72 per minute. This is called the pulse rate.
Okay, actually, what is heartbeat? Heartbeat, if you measure any person heartbeat, it's approximately 72 times. And one sound also produced by the heart, dug, 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 dug. It's not dug, dug, it's lug, dug. Yes.
The blood. A blood is a fluid that carries material throughout the body. It is red in color due to presence of pigment called hemoglobin. It carries useful substances like digest food, oxygen, etc. to different parts of the body and collects waste material and carbon dioxide from different parts to remove them from the body.
Yeah, what is blood? Blood is a liquid form. So it have some like what is the red? Why it is red? Red is the due to color hemoglobin. It is some pigment.
Called hemoglobin.
Yeah. So what it carries? It carries some digestive foods, oxygen and all
to different parts of the body.
So it supply to different.
It collects waste material and carbon dioxide to remove from the body.
Yes. So the blood is where it is flowed. It is fluid. Blood vessels, veins, arteries. So, what is blood vessels?
The blood vessels. The heart pumps blood to different parts of the body through a closed network of tubes called the blood vessels. In the human circulatory system, we find three types of blood vessels: the arteries, the veins, and the capillaries. The arteries are the distributing blood vessels. They carry blood away from the heart to different parts of the body. They have thick and elastic walls. The blood carried arteries is rich in oxygen. The arteries carry nutrients and oxygen to the various parts of the body which are required for the proper functioning of the body.
Okay, so arteries have oxygenated blood. If it is red color means it is a good red hemoglobin or good oxygen. Oxygen due to its red. So, what is the main? It is for?
It is red in color due to oxygenated blood.
Yeah. So, no. Here it is. It's carry the blood away from the heart. Artery means it take the blood from the heart and transfer to all body. So when it comes from the heart means it is oxygenated blood. Okay. Veins.
Veins are the collecting blood vessels. They collect blood from different parts of the body and carry it to the heart. They are thin-walled blood vessels. The blood carried by veins is rich in carbon dioxide. The veins carry carbon dioxide and waste from different parts of the body to the heart. Okay. Capillaries.
Okay, veins. What is veins? Veins means it is collecting pipes. So when it's going towards the heart means it is not oxygenated. It is have deoxygenated blood. They have more carbon dioxide inside the blood. So then it is transferred to heart.
Capillaries. Capillaries are very thin-walled blood vessels. They form a network and connect arteries and veins. Nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and the waste pass across them.
Capillaries means it is very thin wall blood vessels. So it is connected through veins and arteries. So what it is the main role? Because it is connected through oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. So it is the bridge, as like a bridge for that arteries and veins. So now we study about the functioning of heart.
Functioning of heart. As mentioned earlier, the heart pumps blood to different parts of the body. Let us learn in detail how it occurs. Firstly, the heart receives blood collected from different parts of the body through two large veins called vena cava. The superior vena cava brings deoxygenated blood rich in carbon dioxide from the upper parts of the body like the head and neck. The inferior vena cava brings deoxygenated blood from lower parts of the body like arms and legs. They both release release this deoxygenated blood into the right atrium of the heart. From the right atrium, the blood is pushed into the right ventricle. Then the blood is pumped to the lungs through pulmonary artery. In the lungs, the exchange of gases occur. The carbon dioxide from the blood enters the lungs and the oxygen present in the lungs enters the blood. Thus, the blood becomes oxygenated. Now, the oxygenated blood rich in oxygen from the lungs enters the left atrium through the left pulmonary vein. From this, their oxygenated blood is pushed into the left ventricle. The oxygenated blood from the left ventricle is pumped into the large artery called the aorta. Through the aorta, the blood will be supplied to different parts of the body.
So, there is two type of vena cava. Superior vena cava, inferior vena cava. So, both collect from the blood from the different part of body. What is the upper body parts? Superior vena cava will collect, and the inferior vena cava is lower body parts. And the both is blood is collected in the first right ventricle. This before auricle. Auricles too. First it collect in the auricle, then right ventricle. So basically, right part is collecting part, and left part is transferring part to the body. So when deoxygenated will come, auricles, then ventricle. Ventricle then push it to the pulmonary arteries. Pulmonary arteries means it arteries which is passing through the lungs. So here the alveoli will exchange the gases. It take carbon dioxide out of the body and inhale the oxygen into the blood. Then lungs. After that, it's go to pulmonary veins, left auricles, left ventricles, and then it's transferred to different part of the body through the aorta. So it's the concept.
Yeah.
Like it's
respiratory system, breathing
we studied already.
And respiration.
Yes.
There
Breathing
are three
and
parts of
respiration.
breathing: organs for breathing, phases of breathing, process of breathing.
Correct.
Organs of breathing like nose, windpipe, lungs. Phases of breathing like inhalation and exhalation. Process of breathing like nose, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchioles, alveoli. Respiration. Two parts. Parts of the body release oxygen energy by burning oxygen.
Correct. And the circulatory system, generally we studied
Organs
and
consists
the
of blood circulation.
Correct.
Organs. Blood vessels, blood tissues, heart. Blood vessels like arteries, veins, capillaries. Heart like four chambers: right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. The process of blood circulation. Body parts: aorta, left ventricle, left auricle, pulmonary veins.
No. Start from this body parts. Body parts. Then it's collected through inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. Then it transferred to right auricle, right ventricle, pulmonaries, then lungs. It is exhalation gases. Yes. Then pulmonary veins, auricle,
left ventricle, then all the body parts. Aorta.
Yes. So it's complete for chapter. Thank you.